Welcome back, traders. Today we are looking at the Compass Mining monthly roundup for the Bitcoin miners. This is for November. This just came out a few days ago, I believe. I probably should have covered it earlier, but here we are now. So the ones I like to look at, we got Bit Digital. They haven't really done much with their hash rate this month. They've mined 143 Bitcoin. They currently hold 511 Bitcoin, which you will notice is lower than last month and the month before that. We'll get into that a little bit later here. I don't really like that. I'm pretty upset about that, actually. Bitfarms, they are at 6.4 exahash. They mined about almost 400, 392 Bitcoin. They got a treasury that is growing. That is up to 760 Bitcoin. You got CleanSpark, they're at 10 exahash, 666 Bitcoin mined, 2,500-ish Bitcoin on their treasury. Marathon Digital, they're hanging out at 23.7, slight increase in their hash rate. They've got they mined, let's see, 1,187, and their treasury has grown to over 14,000 Bitcoins. That's all pretty great. Now let's take a look down here. BitDeer, I don't care about. BitDigital. So this is the thing that's got me upset with them. They are transitioning into being an AI business, using NVIDIA HGX H100 chips. They are expecting to increase their revenue by 35 million per year. With this spinoff of the company, that would double their revenue for the year if that turns out to be true. Their current revenue from at least 2022 anyways was about 32 million. So this is an increase of 100% of their yearly revenue. So if that works out, that would be great. I still don't like this development, but it would be great if that actually panned out in that way. So let's take a look here. They're also increasing mining army with 2,398 new S19K Pro units, which will increase it by 120 terahash per machine. Their treasury. So this is one of the reasons I'm still holding Bit Digital is because their ETH treasury of 16,000 ETH that they have staked at like 4.5%. I believe that's the going staking rate for Ethereum. Then Bitcoin, I wish their treasury would increase, but that's fine. I also want to see their exahash, their hash rate increase because they need to double in order to remain even competitive at their current rates starting in April. So I'd have to look and see if they actually doubled it or not. I wish they would have put that in there so I didn't have to go and like do math because I don't really feel like doing that right now. I'll do it later, but I'm too tired right now to bother. Bitfarms, they're getting cheap energy in Argentina. So they're acquiring their miners, their Bitman T21 miners, which we go and look at their hash rate. Bitman Antminer T21, that's 190 terahash. So that's significantly more efficient than the S19K Pros that Bit Digital is purchasing. So that's good for Bitfarms, not so good for Bit Digital. Kind of upsetting me since I own so many shares of Bit Digital. And they need to get on it, start improving some of these things. Anyways, let's see. They are going to increase theirs. So Bitfarms is planning to increase their hash rate from 6 exahash to 17 exahash. So they're almost going to triple their hash rate going into this halving event, which is quite amazing actually, considering um, the run up. I mean, that explains the run up that they've had right now, going from $1 to $3, like $3.20 and still going. So that's great. I'm waiting for a pullback on Bitfarm so I can pick up some more of them because I love this news. This is fantastic. This is exactly what I want to see a Bitcoin mining company doing. I want to see them doubling, tripling, quadrupling their hash rate to be able to mine more Bitcoin and support more of the Bitcoin network to collect more in transaction fees. So that's fantastic. I like a lot of these things about Bitfarms. Pretty happy about all of that. This shows the mine. Yeah, we don't care about that right now. CleanSpark, there wasn't really any news in CleanSpark. They increased some efficiency and they had a 99.98% time. So that's pretty good. Let's see, let's scroll down. Cypher, they've got some interesting stuff going on with their warrants right now. I might cover that in a video later on all by itself. The warrants kind of move exponentially compared to the stock price. So it's really a lot like gambling, to be honest, but it's interesting. Let's see, let's scroll down to Core Scientific. No, they're oh yeah, ranked by production per exahash. So Let's see, Sato, Hive, DMG, they came in. Iron, I wouldn't invest in that. It holds no Bitcoin. Sato also holds barely any Bitcoin. Hive and DMG, they were kind of okay. They're like on my radar, but I don't really look at them too much. Um, Farms did great with their efficiency. Mara and Riot, the two big boys, don't do great with their efficiency. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about Hut too. That's all the way up the top. Hold on, Hut. Da-da-da-da. Hut. It's all the way up here. Hut completed their merger, as we know. That was like November 30th or something. Can't remember. They went up big time on that because that increased their hash rate from 7 to 17, almost 18. So they more than doubled. They're getting close to tripling also their hash rate. So that's why they're going up, and that's been really good for Hut. And with that massive treasury of Bitcoin, I'm also quite interested in Hut when it starts to cool off again and come back down. So let me go to the chart that was actually really upsetting me. There it is. This one makes me really upset. Now, I understand these guys back here. All of these back here, except DMG. All these ones that sold 100% or even more at 60% of their Bitcoin mined in November. I understand that. November was a 52-week high in Bitcoin. It hit almost $50,000 again. Why not sell it 100% of what you made in the best month of the year? Makes sense. I mean, in Marathon did great. They only sold 60% of what they produced. Bitfarms only sold 87% of what they produced in the month of November, and it was at 52-week highs for Bitcoin. Digital, though, for 2 months in a row now, they're selling significantly more Bitcoin than they are producing. And they are doing that for the spinoff of the business. I understand that. They're investing it in that new AI business. They're investing it in new Bitcoin miners. They're selling Bitcoin to do it. I don't like that method. I would have honestly preferred share dilution like what Bitfarms did because they diluted the shares to significantly increase their ability to produce Bitcoin. And even with that share dilution, we saw the stock run up 200%. Fantastic. And they kept all their Bitcoin, which is just going to appreciate in value substantially in the coming years. Whereas Bit Digital sold just this month. If they don't double their hash rate by the halving, the Bitcoin they sold this month is 6 months worth of production in 2024. And they did this 2 months in a row. So they sold about a year's worth of Bitcoin production after the halving. That's coming up in the last 2 months to grow their business, to try to grow their business. So they're not going to be able to mine that back quickly. Basically, they took away a year's worth of Bitcoin production just to stay somewhat competitive when they could have diluted shares. Because like with Bitfarms, I like that they dilute to do this. One, it led to a huge increase in share price, and they can always do a share buyback, take those shares off the table. Bit Digital probably isn't going to buy back all this Bitcoin. That's all I'm saying, and I don't like that. So that's kind of frustrating to me personally as an investor in that company that they chose to take that route. I would have preferred the dilution. And let's see. Bitcoin mined per month by month. Mine per exahash by month. What their efficiency is, right? Bitfarms came out as number one. They're doing great. Bitfarms is like top of my list right now, honestly. It's up there. Hut is up there. Um, CleanSpark is on my radar. I want to pick up some CleanSpark. I just don't want to pay $10 for it. Bit Digital down there. Um, don't care for it. And then you got Riot, the biggest by market cap, all the way at the bottom. Marathon's pretty low on there too, second biggest by market cap. If you notice the theme here, they're all kind of falling down throughout the whole year. They're producing less and less and less throughout the whole year. I'm assuming that's as difficulty is increasing in the network. But Bitfarms number one in their production per exahash, and they're going to nearly triple their exahash here coming. So I'm pretty excited for Bitfarms. I'm gonna pick up more of them when they cool off and come down off of their highs here. But I'm very interested in that. Also, Bitcoin's been coming down, but despite that, the miners have also kind of pumping up today a little bit, a couple of percentage points. But that's what we're looking at. That's the update. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.